Dumfries receives it in a good position here. Zielinski. Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating. Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Lovely, now then. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Barella. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That'll be a corner. Inter Milan get their fourth corner. Shot a goal! Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Maguire. And we've reached half-time. But it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team.
It's Chalanolo! Off the post! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Ini bola nih, yo. Dikit-dikit nih. Terus. Gunakan jalan yo. Kan dari tangga segala Indonesia ya. Sorry, ada. Sini. Tak serengkal mana kesukaan.
And he's had it nicked away.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Karena kayak gitu, Bos. Gawangmu kan di situ, Bos.
And the shot! And he's heaved it away.
Mana, Bos? Terus, Bos. Nah.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's looking unstoppable. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Sommer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's well spotted.
Ayo ini. Malu.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Just smartly reclaimed. Menu, Barella does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's neat. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, they could be caught out here. Barella. Barella! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Chooses to go back. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries from a long way out. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Ini pakai lampu yang sini aja. Panas.
Enggak mau.
Panas deh.
Enggak mau.
Ketek-ketek.
Enggak mau.
Aku bingung.
Wajib Pak.
Sopo Pin, kata-kata aku Pin.
Kakiku nempel. Aku tidur terbalik kayak kelelawar.
Cek. Muni ya. Iya, ning kene. Cek. Panggilan pada andang gurindang. Orang. Apa?
Panggilan dari Ami.
Panggilan dari Ami untuk andang gurindang. Wis. Aku bingung. Random sekali loh Bin. Kasih 2.000. Mati.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, there are plenty looking forward to. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Barella. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Dumfries could try cutting inside here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Tura. Oh, super find. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Akanji cuts it out. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Thuram. Very nicely done. Mkhitaryan. Menu.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bruno Fernandes receives it in a good position here. Stood up well to him there. Çalhanoğlu. And he goes cross-field. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Good ball, good take. And he plays one through. He is through here. Can he stop it going out? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Luis Enrique. Chance for a shot! Just a whisker away. Menu. And it's Dalot.
Yes.
This ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Spread neatly. He has a look up. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot powering forward here. Oh, easy pickings there. Šeško. He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! Hits it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are... Oh, shooting
Alah,
chance! Here he goes
Rikunan
again.
main.
Really well taken goal. Just one goal in it now. Game on. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum is shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
She's in a great position here. Mkhitaryan, Thuram. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Can he finish? Quick to recover this. Back into the middle. Shot a goal! And this could be the final action of the first half. Cleared away. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Oh, well played. And the whistle goes for half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Mkhitaryan. Çalhanoğlu. Good read, needed to be. Tries to pass it through, and he's worked it through. Now it's Matías Cunha. He's found a way through. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Great vision. That's a shade optimistic. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pinches it off him. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Well, played right into his path. He shoots! He has done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And this is Mkhitaryan. Nicely weighted, but he's had a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Luis Enrique deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Matías Cunha. Knocks it into space. Can he get onto this? And that has been cleared. Now it's Tura. Played into space. And that could send him on his way. He's found some space. Threads one in. And the ball is out of play. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Çalhanoğlu. Mkhitaryan. It's anyone's ball now. Barella. Oh, strongly challenged there. Pass is just off target. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Thuram providing an outlet on that flank. It's played through for him. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Šeško.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could get you the winner.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mkhitaryan. Good take, and is he in? Mkhitaryan has been caught there. It's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Çalhanoğlu is standing over this one. Mkhitaryan! Now this could be a chance. Thuram. Now there's a fine ball. Wonderful alertness. Danger averted for now. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Kanji deals with that comfortably. That was very necessary. Now it's Maciej Cunha. There's the shot!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Najraoui. Shaw. Maciej Cunha looking to add to his goal. Shaw gets into some space. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And that will be it. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this...
Sama baru cocok sama Andang.
Katanya emang gemuk. Emang gemuk. Jangan gemuk-gemuk ya, nanti kamu mau. Nggak mampu gimana? Pernah oleh lemu-lemu. Ayah mana? Ayah yang biru.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality.
Can he finish? It's in! Offside.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call.
Gendong andang.
Now it's Thuram. Now it's Thuram. Looking for options for movement. Aimed into... He rises! Harmlessly behind. Ugarte. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Henrik Mkhitaryan. He's not the biggest, strongest or quickest, Peter, but what he lacks in physique, he certainly makes up for with a supreme footballing intelligence and great technique. He just seems to be able to see situations develop before anybody else, and he usually tends to pick the right option too.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Luis Enrique! Great effort, but no way through. Played out towards the right wing. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! He is there to clear.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Diogo Dalot. Passing is crisp and sharp. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Sheshko. Well, that looks a decent ball. No way through. And claimed it back swiftly. Played out to the right. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's been drilled in. Akanji clears it away. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And he's worked it through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Barella gets a foot in here. Zielinski. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Menu. And it's Menu. Thuram aims beyond the defence. Mazraoui cuts it out. Thuram is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Diogo Dalot. He's found a way past. Fires it in low. And the ball is out of play. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Chance for a shot! Oh, good spread. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cross goes in there. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mazraoui with the foul. And here's Thuram.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's made its way to him. Bruno Fernandes looking to play him in. Šeško.
Manchester United can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And a chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Matheus Cunha has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Deftly away. He's got away. Oh, red. Nice interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Zielinski. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Matkan lu dah.
Zielinski looking for the run. There's the shot! And he's there to belt it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now, can they get him away? And he's straight offside. Mazraoui. And we've reached half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Manchester United in control at half-time, 2-0. And the second half gets underway. And it's Zielinski. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Menu.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's gone looking for safety. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, well played, well played. Mkhitaryan. And it's Barella. Mkhitaryan. Can he get it through? Thuram tries a shot! Goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shot a goal! And that has fair fizzed.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Luis Enrique. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Some good work on the right flank here. Tries to play it through. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Nah.
And it's Mkhitaryan.
Tenang dulu.
Mkhitaryan. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. So what can they conjure from this one? Great ball, and he's in here. Barella knocks it out wide. Great vision. This looks promising. Look at the spits. Mkhitaryan!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Knocks it into space. Shot!
Yes!
Surely! They've scored! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Lucky you.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. They're taking a moment to consider their options. He's on it. Can he? Thuram! Inter Milan have their second corner now.
Thuram.
Terrific header. No, not the best of headers. Dumfries picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Thuram. Out towards the flank. And here's Mkhitaryan.
Makasih.
5 minutes left on the clock.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Played out wide.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now it's Menu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thinks about the shot. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Diogo Dallo wins the duel this time. And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Oh, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
Cek. 2 menit terakhir dah.
Sostituzione per il Manchester United. Numero 25.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 37.
Manchester United take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Il numero 7. Il numero 16.
Real chance!
Attenzione,
Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot!
Yeah!
He scored! They have stolen level at the last! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
I think the manager's claiming in this.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
I volontari di tutti i settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area.
Itu loh kucingmu itu loh.
Formasi udah mataku tadi bilang.
Gue yang minta
Mundur waktu kok. Menit ya. Toto tengah apa mau? Oh, bar keserang ya we bar. Dane buemu.
wes tuh.
Mesinnya awake ora madhep nganu lho.
cocok sih.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Shaw. He's had it taken off him. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And it's played in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Now it's Haaland. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Gehi. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think this team can do themselves a massive favour by playing to this guy, Jeremy Doku's strengths. He's a bit of a nightmare for many defenders, and it's because of the fact that while a lot of wingers can be inconsistent, this guy has got some real substance. And initially, yes, he did struggle on making those connections to players in the box. Now, it's all beginning to work out.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Haaland! Haaland! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Out for a throw. Maciej Cunha. Anything, Jim, to pick out of the... Oh, he's been caught napping! And the shot! Off the post! And that was very necessary. Ugarte. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Manchester United have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. It's just beyond his reach. And a goal kick. Shaw gathers from the goal kick. No, that's been intercepted. Swings in a chance! Harmlessly behind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Reinders. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me...
And a chance! There it is! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Pete.
Chance, surely! Well, the clearance is short. That was nowhere near his best. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Reinders.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Marmouche. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Haaland. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Reinders. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Ugarte. Spread it left. And it's Shaw. He's picked his way through. And here's Marmouche. Bruno Fernandes.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Over to the left. Doku. He is through here. And it's played into the terrific header. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Menu. Šeško. And it's Bruno Fernandes. O'Reilly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. O'Reilly. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, well measured.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great ball, and he's in here. Matthew, great chance! Oh, taken with style. Manchester United are back on level terms. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Menu has got the wrong side. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Manchester United are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Goes down, but nothing given. Shaw.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's a threatening, can he finish? O'Reilly. Rodri. Menu. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's played this time, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Šeško is offering a wry smile there.
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. chance to finish! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Doku. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Looking for the run. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, that was vital. Oh, good take in a good area. Sesko!
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shaw. And it's Dallo. Mainu. And he's had a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Can he get onto this? Doku. Looking to go... A header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Doku. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Doku. And Kusanov. Played out to the right. Now he's off and running. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Maciej Cunha. There will be a throw-in. And that has left him in a heap. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Stones. Little pass back. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a throw. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Bernardo Silva. Quick look, then plays it in. Keeper's dealt with that. Nice physical challenge. No foul, says the referee. Bernardo Silva has it in a wide position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Could move up a gear here. And he's managed to get free, hoist it in, and it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Il quarto uomo indica 2
And the
minuti di
shot!
recupero.
Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Has a look and plays it forward. Bernardo Silva. He's got away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on.
Chance for a shot! Goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter.
Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! 2-0 and in next to no time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This
Takes a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, that looks a decent ball. Foden, 2 down already, a nightmare start. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's gone loose. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nicely weighted ball. Bernardo Silva.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Doku looking to get on the end of this. Yoro tries to clear. He is through here. He's under a lot of pressure there. Deep cross. Chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A case now of complete control. Now it's Doku. Out of play for a throw. Ugarte. Great ball if he can get there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Foden. Now, what about a counter-attack? It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Now, there's a fine ball. Great chance! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So, a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. One back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? He's a sharp little ball here. Good read, needed to be. Yoro gets rid without sophistication. Out to the left it goes. The less said about that pass, the better. Vardiol. Now Foden. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ball has bounced loose now. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Doku. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Menu. Oh, he's burst through. Šeško. Vardiol. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and it's made its way to him. Ugarte. Šeško. Menu. Oh, that's fabulous. Plays it in. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! And the lead is extended still further. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all
Ci
honesty.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Rodri. Couldn't squeeze it through. Bruno Fernandes. That looks a cracking ball. Šeško. Plays it across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva tries making a foray down the right. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
It's a pretty loose putt. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. And we're underway again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Now it's Maciej Cunha. Maciej Cunha. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance to shoot. He scores! Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Vardiol. This looks promising. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Danger averted for now. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. So the perfect chance to get one back. He's gone for goal. And we have our very first corner. Surely now!
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Diogo Dalot is there to clear. Doku has it out wide and in space. And he's there to clear it. Maciej Cunha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good ball, good take. Not the most convincing of passes. Vardiol. Now it's Doku. Reinders. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He has done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Showing good feet. Gets into some space. Foden. Reinders.
Might want to be careful there.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Can he get onto this? Real chance! It's in! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And now he has two. Manchester United are having a ball here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Terrific header! In for the pieces! Oh, taken with style! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game...
Oh, what a mistake! Rodri. Haaland. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Haaland. Ugarte. He's chosen to go back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Menu. That has not gone well. Here's Mathias Cunha. Crunching tackle. Now it's Nunez. He's found a way through. Yoro. Ugarte. Rodri with the slide tackle there. Reinders. Now it's Doku. And it's Reinders. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now who's going to be first to this? And he's there to get it away. Over to the left.
Il quarto uomo indica 4
And
minuti
claimed
di
it back
recupero.
swiftly. He shifted it to the flank. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. And he welcomes it in. Look at the space here. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Finds himself. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Donnarumma looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, in the normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt...
Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Has another go! There it is! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Akanji gets across to intercept that. And he's onside. He's having a shot! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And it's Ake. Looking tidy in possession here. Marmouche. Oh, what a ball! Kovacic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Tura. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Foden. Now it's Tura. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Tura. And he's got the beating of his man. He's real chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's played into the middle. Marmouche does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Chooses to go cross-field. Oh, nicely intercepted. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Matheus Nunes. And that has left him in a heap. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, super find. And he's running through. No foul, says the referee. That has ended up in no man's land. Luis Enrique picks it up out wide. Juve. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Semenyo. Now it's Kovacic.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And he's straight offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. DiMarco. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, good spread. Luis Enrique looking for the run. Deep cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Thuram! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
5 minutes till the break. Out to the right. Can he get on the end of this? Brilliantly cut out. Cherki. Driving forward. Marmouche. Played out towards the right wing. Çalhanoğlu. He's in a great position here. Nouri. Oh, it's a lovely, delicate pass. Now it's Thuram. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Cherki. Nouri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Barella. To Çalhanoğlu. And here's Thuram. Diouf. He's shifting through the gears here. He gets big. Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Kovacic. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's Ake. Luis Enrique. And he's picked it up out wide. Çalhanoğlu. Passes short and sharp. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Yehi. Cherki. That has been slung wide. And that has found him in acres of space.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And here's Semenyo. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cherki. Looking for options for movement. Foden. Oh, played through for the wide man. It's out for a goal kick. That'll be a throw.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Doku. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? Now that's well seen too. Matches Nunes. Kovacic. And it's Reinders. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Doku. Haaland. Oh, well played. Dumfries. Nicely aimed pass. Barella. Distributed tidily. Çalhanoğlu. Yehi. Nicely spread. And no, that was never going to make it. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Thuram knocks it out wide. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. Look at the space here. Good take, and is he in? Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Reinders is behind this one. He's gone direct. Barella.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Good ball, good take. Kovacic! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Reinders. And it's Bernardo Silva. Spread it left. He's found a way through. And that's an excellent interception. Great vision. Oh, perfectly measured that. Juve. And he's managed to get free. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Barella. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Doku. Ake. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's Thuram. Doku. There's the crossfield ball. What a throw in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And the referee brings it to a close. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
We have already started here. Pass somewhat off target. That pass has been well intercepted. It's a good spell of possession, this. He is through here. Zielinski. Zielinski! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already. Yehi. And it's Ake. Foden. Nice sequence of passes, this. Thuram might just make this. And it's Kovacic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Thuram. A heavy challenge. That's good vision. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rodri. And here's Marmoush. Foden is onto this, out to the right. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Cherki. Can he get on the end of this? And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Yehi is there, and he can pick it up. Looking to play him in. Thuram. He's found a way through. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And here's Thuram. Thuram finds himself offside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Semenyo. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That has been slung wide. Decent chance! He has done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, They were awfully hard to stop.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's DiMarco. An uncompromising challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And claimed it back swiftly. He's looking wide. Chooses to go crossfield. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Tura. Oh, super ball! Chance, surely! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lofted upfield.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Enrique. Oh, shooting shot! In he goes again! And for a moment, time stood still. Natchez Nunes. Ake. Cherki.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Aims beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they hit. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Luis Enrique. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Semenyo. Oh, good-looking ball. Cherki. Played out wide, back into the middle. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Forward it goes. Darmian wins the duel this time. Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Now it's Enrique. Plays the return pass. Foden has created one goal already. And this is Çalhanoğlu. Real chance! Cherki. Ake. Vardiol. Gehi. And it's Ake. Foden. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Marmoush looking understandably energised after his goal. He's got away. Foden. He's had a shot! And he's straight offside. Akanji. Now it's Thuram. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Marmoush, and he was quick to react. Luis Enrique, he's on it, can he get away? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's made its way to it. Shoots! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Inter Milan go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Stones. Oh, they could be caught out here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Spread it left. Doku, and he's managed to get free. Real chance, and a chance! Off the post!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Rodri, distributed tidily. Semenyo has it in a wide position, and it's Rodri. That has not gone well.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Çalhanoğlu, and he's picked out the run. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all. Reinders. Stood up well to him there. That's been cut out, well played. Great vision. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Thuram. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Thuram. Reinders. Shifted it to the flank. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Rodri. Played out towards the right wing.
Indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Nicely aimed pass. Foot in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he shoots! And that is that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
È possibile seguire le notizie sul traffico.
Proses taruh boleh Mas Yudi.
Dua kodik kapan ya aku sore pokoknya awan perkara yang tidak dalan ini jumlumat di bujut lagu si Oli dua ngomong gue jemak ngecek si apa ngelak itu kan senengane kalian persis dengan
Akhirnya sebenarnya tak jejer kene wi sing gune Mas Yudi kok piye. Sing ikan itu, Mbak.
cilik-cilik kan
Oh, Mbak.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
We have already started here. Passing nice and neat. Menu. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Bruno Fernandes is one of the truly outstanding midfielders. He's someone I see as being arguably the best of the crop in the current generation of box-to-box playmakers. I really like his direct style, both on and off the ball.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Diogo Dalot. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Diogo Dalot. That is a great pick out. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And it's Menu. Oh, good spread. And that's played in low. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. And it's hoisted clear. He's gone for goal. Well timed, excellent interception. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Menu. There's a sharp little ball here, and he's intervened well there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Some good work on the right flank here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Out to the right. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Nicely aimed pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That's been drilled in. Šeško! Diouf. Now it's Thuram. Dumfries. Very nicely done. Fratesi. Bruno Fernandes. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. They're urging him to shoot. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Manchester United! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Great vision. Could try cutting inside here. And he's managed to get free. Sommer claims it. Safe hands. Well, that's well seen too. Matheus Cunha. And it's Menu. And the shot's on here. Thuram. Tries to play it through. Diogo Dalot is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Šeško! He's got away with one there.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now it's Thuram. Diouf is onto this. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, You want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now this could be a chance. Luis Enrique looking to run onto it. Yoro can get it clear. Juve. And they win it back again. Menu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's under a lot of pressure there. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And a chance! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Ugarte. Well, that looks a decent ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
No, that's been intercepted.
892 spettatori.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, super find. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. In he goes again. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now, who's going to be first to this? Over to the left.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nice sequence of passes, this. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
No way through. Yoro. Nicely intercepted. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Tura. Takes a shot! They've done it! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nicely spread. Diogo Dalot. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Luis Enrique gets into a good position.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Played out to the left flank. Bastoni. Now Dumfries. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Knocks it into space. It's a good spell of possession, this. Tries to pass it through. Ugarte gets a foot in here. Ugarte defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. He's found a way through. Bastoni gets it away. Played back in. That's a decent clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Decent chance! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Sostituzione per il Manchester United. Numero 30.
So, time for changes on
37.
both sides, actually.
Numero 25.
Manchester United take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Lasciano il campo per
Well, the last moments
il
now,
numero
Peter, are
16.
going to be...
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Your final thoughts, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, Sesko! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And a chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Ugarte. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And it's Dallo. Ugarte. And it's Ugarte. Mkhitaryan did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Diogo Dallo engages and forces him off the ball. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Now it's Enrique. Dumfries. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Dumfries knocks it into space. Quarter of an hour played. It's a promising position. Looking to play him in. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, well played. And the pass is intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's made its way to him. And he shoots! And it's Mkhitaryan. So it is still 0-0. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Passing nice and neat.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Played back in. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Šeško. Barella does really well to win the ball there. Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! Off the post! No, he's overshot the green. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Menu. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. And for sure, that was not one of his best. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Ugarte. Oh, he's burst through! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Šeško might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Referee's given a throw. Mkhitaryan. Barella. Yoro makes the interception. And it's Menu.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Menu. Good purposeful running this. Mkhitaryan. Barella.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Great vision. Lovely pass, but shoots! Driven forward. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Enrique, closing in on goal. Now it's Dumfries. Mkhitaryan. And the shot! Di Marco. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Mkhitaryan is flagged offside. The pass has gone astray. Mkhitaryan. DiMarco. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And he's picked shot at goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Çalhanoğlu. Najraoui. And it's Shaw. Now Ugarte. Foot in. Çalhanoğlu. There he goes, motoring forward. Thuram! It's hit the upright. Enrique's... He gets big! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And it's Mkhitaryan. Tries to play it through, and he's in on goal. Threads one in. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now that's well seen too. And here's Thuram. There's the shot! Oh, this looks sharp.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. And he's on his way! Tries a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Ball's gone astray. Danger averted for now. Nicked it back promptly. That has not gone well. Šeško tries to pass it through. Now it's Maciej Cunha. It's a good big header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Šeško. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Thuram. Çalhanoğlu. Almost 75 minutes. Shapes to shoot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Inter really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And it's Menu.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Bastoni wins the duel this time. Defending of the desperate variety.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Šeško. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Manchester United finding their passes. Could move up a gear here. Now this could be a chance. He's got away. Thuram. They're urging him to shoot. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Luis Enrique. Mkhitaryan.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Barella. Oh, important interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's Çalhanoğlu! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Sostituzione per il Manchester United. Numero 37, numero 25, numero 15.
That should get the job
numero
done.
23.
Over to the left.
Lasciano il campo per
Now it's Barella.
il numero 6.
Barella
il
with the
numero
cross.
18, il numero 5.
And it's claimed by the
il
keeper.
numero 12. Cambio di giocatore.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Can he latch on to this? Now it's Maciej Cunha. 2 minutes to be added on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Thuram. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. This is a great chance to take a lead. Zielinski. Dumfries. He's got tall. And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Inter certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride.
A header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Ugarte plays it all the way forward. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
For me, Peter, Mark Gahey is one of the most technically accomplished centre-backs around. He's also got great recovery speed and athleticism, and a really intelligent reading of the game. There's no doubt in my mind that he's among the very best in the current crop of English defenders. He has been excellent.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Matías Cunha. That has not gone well. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Matías Cunha. The shot's on here. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
The first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now, can they get him away? He's in plenty of space. Great chance! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Shaw gathers from the goal kick. Now Mainu, out to the right. Mainu. Manchester United have scored two quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Kovacic takes control of it and he's on the move. There's no flag. Can he finish? It's in. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Ugarte. Can he get on the end of this? Gahey promptly onto that, and that is that. Nouri. Marmouche. Well timed, excellent interception. Yoro. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Bruno Fernandes. Looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. Header! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Donnarumma looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Ci saranno
Threads
3
one in.
minuti di recupero.
Good ball, good take. And that has sent him sprawling. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Manchester United have themselves a chance from the spot. Donnarumma will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Manchester United are having a ball here. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Manchester United are looking awesome, going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Nice interception, well timed. And that has been clubbed away. Matheus Nunes. And it's Bernardo Silva. Shaw with a definite foul there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Manchester United are down to 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Haaland. And this is Marmoush. And it's Mainu. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Kovacic. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence. And now the breakaway. He's picked his way through. Shot could be on. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Yoro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Haaland finds himself offside. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Haaland. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's fabulous. Some good work on the right flank here. Rodri. Now it's Haaland. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Marmoush. He's got away. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Gehi calmly anticipates. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Knocks it into space. Bernardo Silva picks it up out wide. And now they can clear their lines. Throw in. Tries to pass it through. Good read, needed to be.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chance here to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Tries to play it through. Chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Sostituzione per il Manchester United. Numero 2.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now, this could be a chance. He is through here. There's the header! In he goes again! He has done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Oh, the whistle's gone, what's he given? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To increase the lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ahmad. Casemiro. Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. Shapes to shoot! That's a lovely, delicate pass. Haaland. Oh, good spread.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shot a goal! And it's in! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And we're done. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter.
Haaland! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's really well cleared. Sure. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Bruno Fernandes is one of the truly outstanding midfielders. He's someone I see as being arguably the best of the crop in the current generation of box-to-box playmakers. I really like his direct style, both on and off the ball.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Matches Nunes concedes a free kick for that. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Shaw. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's in on goal. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Haaland. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Passing nice and neat. Sheshko. It's a really well-measured ball. He's got away. Oh, look at the space here. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Ugarte picks it up from the goal kick. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Still goalless. Marmouche. Haaland. Played out to the right. Back into the middle. And he shoots! And he's done it! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's...
Šeško! And he's done very well to deal with it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Manchester United are trailing against the run of play. Looking to play him in. He is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Haaland. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Good read, needed to be. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Šeško.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Out towards the flank. Haaland. Brilliantly cut out. Menu.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's just beyond his reach.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Gehi deals with that comfortably. Oh, super ball. Shoots! No mistake! Manchester United are back on level terms. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio di giocatori.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's forced to go back.
Il quarto uomo indica
Mazraoui.
2 minuti di recupero.
Shaw knocks it into space. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Shaw. Passes short and sharp. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far. No shapes to shoot. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Menu cuts out the pass. Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Kovacic. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Haaland. Yoro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Out to the right. Ball driven towards the far post. He's going for goal! That's a good ball out wide. No, that's been intercepted. Mazraoui. Matheus Cunha.
Oh, really well played.
Bit too much weight on the pass. Bernardo Silva, who's set up one goal so far. He's had it taken off him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's a nicely weighted pass. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Šeško completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking himself for it.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Pass is just off target. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rodri with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. That's the keeper's ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rodri, spread it left. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Now there's a fine ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the shot's on here. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, good spread. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now that's well seen too. Not the most accurate pass.
Pretty robust defending.
And he's managed to get free. Menu, can he latch on to this? Ruben Dias, Bernardo Silva is herring after that one. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Quality ball. Kovacic. Rodri. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Nouri. Reinders. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, this looks sharp. And there's green grass ahead of him. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Bernardo Silva. That was good pressing, forced the error to... Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Shaw gets into a good position.
Manchester United really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over, and it's Shaw. It's run loose here. Can he get on the end of this? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Maciej Cunha. That is good alertness. Kovacic. Bernardo Silva picks it up out wide. Shaw. That's that, the end. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.